Welcome back, everybody. I'm Jade Monkey. We're back here in Rust. Today is the big day on PTB. We also have the Jade Skin picks and a bit of an update that happened on main branch as well. Kind of sad, Panda. A lot of stuff that we really started to use this past wipe are actually taken out. So pretty much every copy is going to have to be updated today. So on normal Rust, there was an update and just kind of a quick review. You can no longer grab airdrops out of the sky with your aerial vehicles until they touch the ground. Sad Panda. We definitely use that quite a bit. Also, you can no longer enter the top of, what was it, train yard. There was supposed to be a grate there. It is now currently there. You can actually circumvent the puzzle, or you used to be able to circumvent the puzzle. They have since fixed that, along with some other fixes and quality of life type things there. So, going to have to update that when you get home. So, here's the other thing, too. On PTB, we do have the vehicles and stuff. If you want to know what all that's about, I did already do a video. I'll go ahead and link that now in the upper right-hand corner. It'll also be on the end screen as well. So, here's a quick rundown. So there's a bit of a caveat today. Big surprise, right? Seems like anything they touch or that team touches seems to have an asterisk or a footnote to it. But it goes important updates for PlayStation users. So I'm just going to rotate this while we kind of talk through this. Okay, number one. Okay, it's crazy. The PTB update will go live with today's wipe, but due to some teething issues, I don't know why it says teething, it will only be available to users for the time being. Will only be, see, that's exactly the way it's typed out. All new gen users, i.e. players that started afresh on new gen. For players that upgraded to new gen, the PTB will only be available to players on Deluxe Edition with consoles based in regions SIEE. I have no idea what that means. Players on Ultimate Edition with consoles based in regions SIEA region. What? Honestly, none of that makes any sense. So it looks like essentially some people are locked out. In case you want to hop on PTB without waiting a few days, the updates on PlayStation are now available for reduced pricing. This should give you access. Again, I don't think this is what they meant, but it comes across a little scammy where you're like, hey, look, we couldn't do our jobs, and but you can get in there if you pay more money, which I know that's not the way they intended it, but man, for the player base, doesn't it kind of feel that way a little bit? Yikes, man. This is not the only time that's happened. Okay, so they said the gestures, the legacy wood, external wall, gate will not be available for PlayStation users today. Man, are they just eating it today or what? Like, I know PlayStation's a part of this, but also it's like, were you guys even testing this stuff? I mean, this was like pretty much almost verbatim what kind of happened for the release, right? Like, they're like, oh, hey, it's the platform's fault. I'm like, was it? Well, didn't you guys come up with a plan? Anyways. There's some platform-specific issues that need to be resolved, and we're currently working to fix these ASAP. Okay, and then 3, and I'm reading it verbatim off their Twitter post. PlayStation players on PTB will not be able to rename vending machines, sleeping bags, or add notes. So any text-based changes will not be supported on PlayStation PTB. We're working with Sony to see if we can change this in the future. More updates to follow. Yikes. So yeah, that's what's going on. Essentially, it looks like if you buy the new gen version outright, it looks like at a reduced price, it looks like you may have access, or just wait a few days to be perfectly honest, because it could turn out that there's a lot of actually bugs or whatever. So if you're watching this, we're most likely live. So stop by, we'll let you know, because honestly, if there's a couple bugs, you might as well just wait. There's no sense in dropping the cash. Yeah, yikes, right? Big yikes. I don't think that was their intention, but man, it's leaving a bad taste in a lot of people's mouths, and I get it. Okay, so our first set we're moving on to the Jade Skin picks now. What we do is we kind of break down each skin set, and also we have green picks 1 and 2 and orange picks 1 and 2 to kind of, and some of the reasoning behind it to maybe entice you to buy, single items out of here, because buying these outright every time can be quite expensive. So here's the breakdown. Clearly, I've already bought this before. These are custom meshes, so these are quite nice. The full set goes for 2,000 Rust coins. We have the pump shotgun. No glowing parts. Pump shotgun is going for, I have a picture, 450 Rust coins. Custom meshes are pretty sweet. They look even better in new gen. We have the Yoka here for 450 Rust coins. Looks immaculate. Dare I say, I believe our skins look better than PC skins right now. I believe we're at a higher resolution out of the box. Bolt action rifles going for 500 Rust coins. Might be a little hard to shoot this one with a Iron scope. Bolt action rifle, we have the hunting bow next, going for 450 Rust coins. Looks really sharp. Again, none of these glow in the dark. I do like this, but I find myself using a bow more when I have a mouse and keyboard, so clearly not here. It would just be on PC. But if they ever did support legitimate servers that were mouse and keyboard only, I would definitely get more bow skins, because I feel like I'm pretty good at the bow. Double barrel shotgun for 500 Rust coins. Looks like a Doom shotgun, looks very meaty, or maybe Gears of War. And we have the assault rifle for 500 Rust coins. No stock on the back. It's a wild looking AK, dude. Okay, so the breakdown, no big surprise here. First pick is going to have to be the AR because there is no buttstock. This doesn't glow in the dark, and I think it's a solid pick. And again, the custom mesh just makes it that much more unique. So the green first pick, assault rifle. Green secondary pick is going to be the double barrel shotgun because it is a do-work weapon early and even late game if you're trying to get a kit back for 500 Rust coins. On to the orange picks. Orange is going to have to be the bolt action rifle because, again, custom mesh with the bolt looks really sharp. This is for 500 Rust coins. And for usability, the pump shotgun is going to get the orange secondary pick at 450 Rust coins. Again, you can pick and choose these as you wish. If you're looking at maybe 3 of these or more, maybe you want to consider getting the whole set, but that's entirely up to you. Okay, on to the next one. These are some new ones now. I don't have to reference my notes because I haven't bought these yet. These are just out of the rip here, off the rip, out of the gates. These are going to be highly functional because the camo is just that, functional. All right, full set's going for 1,050 Rust coins. Honestly, probably a good one to buy outright. Large backpack, 300 Rust coins. Straight up camo backpack. Looks great. Small backpack, 250 Rust coins. Very nice. Look at that. Dude, my stick drift, do you see that? It's pulling us in. I think this controller's already had it. That's pretty sad. We have the long sleeve t-shirt going for 225 Rust coins. Is it still doing it? There it goes. Stick drift, am I right? The worst. Oh, elbow pads. What's up? Boonie hat for 225. We have the chaqueta for 250 Rust coins. I like that. And the leather gloves for 250 Rust coins. Okay, so if you're not going to get the whole set, here's the breakdown. And here's why. So green first pick is going to have to be the small backpack because it takes the default skin blue and makes it quite functional camo. Really nice. Oh, it's doing it again. It's doing it again. Stop, stick drift. Yeah, because it's going to take that default and just make it essentially invisible. So that's going to be the green first pick. And also a highly functional is going to be the jacket for 250. Green secondary pick. Very, very useful. You can put this on top of a wetsuit. Just very handy. Okay, so orange first pick is going to be the large backpack at 300, again, because it's camo. I know our default is camo too, but it's just nice to kind of have a different variation. And you got a little hazmat guy right there. What's up, buddy? And the boonie hat is going to be my orange secondary pick, as you can combo that with quite a bit, and it covers your wig. All right, on to the next set here. We have the Scarlet Embers Cache for 840 Rust coins. Not a bad set to get if you need some boxes for sorting. Now these have some, these are all 200 Rust coins, but you'll notice I do like the emblem on the front, but I can't quite make out, like that's supposed to be a flame. There's only glowy bits on the top. So useful, yes, but a little bit different. We have the wood, this is clearly a wood box. Oh, delicious. Then we have, again, all of those 200. We have the gearbox, so what would this be? Components. I do like the emblem in the front. It's sad it doesn't at least subtly glow. Charcoal? No. Marshmallows? Chunk of meat. I don't know what that's supposed to be. Charcoal? Maybe? Again, 200. This looks like minerals, probably ore of some sort. Gems. And we have, I don't know what this is, a Gumby horse? A backwards Gumby horse? Broken back? Question mark? I don't know. It's probably somebody in the somebody in the comments is going to be like, it's this. And I'll be like, I I'm stupid. I didn't see it. My stick drift's driving me nuts. Okay, so here's a breakdown. Green pick is going to have to be the gearbox, the component box, because it's an easy read, and you've got the glowy parts on top. And let's see, where was the other one? Was it? Yeah. Green secondary pick is going to be the minerals, so this could be any ore. It's my green secondary pick for 200 Rust coins. And this is just going to be strictly off of the emblem. Orange first pick is going to be this weird Gumby horse for 200 Rust coins. And the other one's going to be the flames, which could be food. It can be lots of things, things that have already been cooked. For the orange secondary pick, 200 Rust coins. Scarlet Embers. And again, if you don't have a lot of boxes for sorting, this could be a good pickup. Okay, on to the last complete set we have here, Medieval Scout. A little nod to the medieval primitive update in the future? Maybe. Medieval Scout, 1,050 Rust coins. We have the burlap shirt going for 300 Rust coins. It's not transparent. It does look cool. We have the burlap pants for 250 Rust coins. We have the hide poncho going for 250. There's some transparent parts on it, sure. We have the improvised balaclava, very transparent, for 300 Rust coins. We have the bandana mask, very highly transparent, 200 Rust coins. And we have the salvage sword. To be fair, it's just slightly more metallic than the original one, so I don't think this has a lot of flair on it, to be honest. You're like, yeah, it's cool, but, you know, for $2, I don't know. Okay, so green first pick is going to have to be the bandana, as you can combo this with quite a bit. And having some transparency on the bandana is not bad. Green first pick, bandana, 200 Rust coins. Hide poncho is my green secondary pick for 250 because you're still going to kind of work the poncho and even the bandana in a lot of different configurations if you're not just going straight hazmat man. Orange first pick is going to have to be the improvised balaclava for 300 Rust coins. And lastly, the burlap shirt for 300 Rust coins that looks like it's actual armor, but it's not, for the orange secondary pick. And as you saw earlier, we were spinning around with these. We have the rainbow unicorn rug for 450, which I'm sure you're already well aware of. And the rust bricks door. So basically Legos for 300 Rust coins. I do like the metal door quite a bit. You know, single pass-throughs are a thing, so real nice. Yeah, so we'll be out there testing the new bikes, the new cars, everything else that's coming in. And hopefully things get worked out for PlayStation. I know it's been a bit rough. So we'll keep you guys up to date. And again, on the end screen should be all of the information you need for the update that's happening right now. Again, that's going to be at the front end on PTB here in August. September, August. And then at the end of August, we're going to see this on main or normal Rust. So yeah, a lot of exciting stuff happening here. And if they keep this momentum up with monthly updates, we're definitely in a really good place. All right, love you. We'll see you in the next one. Bye.